because was it 18 or was it 17?
18 and 19.
No, it was 17 that was rough.
Oh,
The quiz, the homework quiz?
The confidence interval formulas. I wanted to make sure I could get it in my calculator right, and getting the parentheses in the right place was making me crazy. But I finally called my son at BYU and said, "Here, help me." He goes, "Mom, you just need one more parentheses right here." Oh, of course.
Yes. That dang calculator.
Yeah. So, okay, so 18. Uh-oh.
My roommates are just being dramatic.
Oh.
It's okay.
I was like, Annie, are you
occurrence? No, that was me. We're roommates.
Okay, so did you guys do okay on part 1?
18, yeah.
Okay. So, oh, by the way, I'm leading 18, and Annie's got 19 tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, great, because I have questions on 19. Go ahead.
All right, so part 2, number 4. There was a recent survey taken on whether consumers are label users who pay attention to label details when buying clothes. Are men and women equally likely to be label users? Determine if the proportion of men who use labels are different than the proportion of women. Little typo there. Proportion of women who use labels with a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05. Here's the data summary, and then checking the requirements, we see that they're all, so at first I didn't understand how they were checking the requirements, and then I went on, I watched all the videos and it showed, so then it wasn't so crazy, but oh, I guess that was on 19. 19, when it's cell count, expected cell count. That's what was crazy.
Yeah, that one. I didn't, yeah.
Yeah, but I did understand it after I watched the videos. So, but what's wonderful is that SPS calculates it all for us anyway. So, awesome. Okay, so checking the requirements. First, you have to find P1, P hat 1 and P hat 2, right? So do X over N.
Well, you know what I did? I just put in SPS and I found it there.
Yes. SPS is wonderful.
Yeah, I didn't do all that math.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Okay. So they're all over 10. 2.96 times 0.213 is 63. 2.51 times 0.108 is 27. 296 times 1 minus 0.213 is 233. 251 times 1 minus 0.108 is 224. So they're all over 10. State the null and alternative hypotheses. The null hypothesis is P1 is equal to P2, and the alternative hypothesis is P1 is not equal to P2. Then the z-score is 3.309, and the p-value is 0.001, which you would have to look at the whole number to see that, because it was like 0.96 blah 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 to the -4 times 10 to the -4. So it rounds up to be 0.001.
I think my SPSS just said .001.
Oh, okay. Mine was more explicit, I think.
Maybe not. It's been a few days. So
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Then shading your p-value on the normal distribution curve with the test statistic labeled. That one is way out there because 3.309 for a z-score is pretty far out. And so there's not a lot of shading to do. But you should have shading on both sides since it's not equal to two-tailed. Then what decision do you make about the null hypothesis? And because the p-value is lower than 0.05, we reject the null. And so the conclusion is we have sufficient evidence to say that there is a difference in the proportion of men who use labels and women who use labels. Then construct a 95% confidence interval for the difference of the two proportions in number 4, and they are 0.045 and 0.166. And number 6, interpret the confidence level you constructed in number 5, which would be, we are 95% confident that the true difference in the proportions of men being label users and women being label users is between 0.045 and 0.166. So, did you guys do okay on that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can't remember now how I did it, but I did it at the end.
I know, exactly. So we're gonna see how we do on the quiz.
I should have written it down.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
So let's go to lesson 18, group meeting.
Oh, I hope Maritza gets on soon.
Me too.
Yeah, I hope she's all right.
I haven't seen anything from her either.
Okay, lesson 18, group meeting, start.
Group meeting, start. So I think, Annie, that you should make a suggestion that they put those number 1s and number 2s at the end so that the numbers are the same.
Oh yeah, for the next review?
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay. I can work on that.
All right.
It only makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier.
Even for those math types.
Yeah.
It is a math class, but we shouldn't have to subtract every problem.
Right. I have enough stress.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
3 through 8, we will, sorry, hang on a minute, I got my external.
Okay, so we just need to pull up our own SPSS, right?
All right, say something.
Say something.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
I had to unplug my speaker because it was giving me feedback. Okay, out of 70 females in this, for questions 3 through 8, we will review the PTC tasting study with different data. Out of 70 females in the sample, 52 can taste PTC. Out of 59 males in the sample, 42 can taste PTC. Let P1 be the proportion of females in the population who can taste PTC, and let P2 be the proportion of males in the population who can taste PTC. The research question for this study is given here. Is the proportion of females who can taste PTC different from the proportion of males who can taste PTC? find P1. So females, X is 52, and N is 70. And for the males, $42 is X, and 59 is N.
Oh, I gotta get my calculator. I think one of my kids borrowed it. Okay. Nothing's ever where you left it. Okay.
So on this one, if we use a decimal, they don't really, oh, they do want us to round it. Okay, good. So 0.743.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
All right. And P2 is going to be 0.712.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let me put those in. Okay, number 5. Which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question? So we want the null to be P1 equals P2, and we want the alternative to be P1 does not equal P2. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so D?
D looks correct.
I was almost tricked by B, but I don't think it has a hat, huh?
Wait.
You know what? When you look at the lesson 18 preparation number 1, the answer does not have a hat on it.
Right.
So,
So
right?
it's just P.
Should we look it up real quick?
Yeah.
I think that's right, but
No, it's right. It's right. It's
okay.
no hat.
No hat. I mean, I can't figure out anymore when you don't have a hat, when you have a hat, when you have a... But that's okay. I'll figure it out by this weekend.
I know.
When I have time. Okay.
I get Friday off. Woohoo! I get to do
Nice.
all day.
I know I'm off tomorrow, but I gotta take my daughter to get her braces off, and then my kids are in this big play production, and it's craziness. Craziness. Okay, so 6.
Number 6, create a 95% confidence interval for P1 minus P2 or and P2.
Oh, I don't know why it's asking that.
Why did they put it that way?
Well, if you look at number 3 on lesson 18, it says parentheses when it asks your confidence interval for comparing the two proportions. It says p hat 1 minus p hat 2 plus or minus the z, whatever. So I don't know. So I guess we'll set it up that way. Okay, wait, does this mean I have to do the math, or can we put it in our SPSS? I think we can, can't we?
I think you can just plug it in, because they said we could use it on the tests in our homework, so.
Right.
And you guys, I can't even remember now. Was it SPSS or was it the X? Maybe it was actually, it wasn't SPSS. It was Excel. It was that.
It was Excel, you're right.
That's what it was. I was like, for some reason, I'm having a blank on how I did that in SPSS. Oh, yeah, I didn't do it there.
It's in Excel.
It was there. It was under, I think I bookmarked it. Let me see. Is it the categorical data analysis?
Yeah, categorical data analysis.
Yeah.
This is our friend right here, girls.
Yes. Isn't it fabulous?
It's awesome.
It's wonderful. Okay, so except for, oh, I have to go to two proportions, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I just did this last night, but that's crazy how I can't remember, but it's been a long day.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, so female 50. And our one value is females, right?
Right. P1 is females, so X should be 52, and N1 should be 70. Yell if I'm doing something stupid.
Nope, you're doing it right.
X2 is 42, and N2 is 59, and we're still at a 95% confidence interval, right?
Mm-hmm. But you
And
have to make
we're
sure you have
going
the
with
type of
not
test.
equal. P1 is not equal to P2. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, put this over on the other screen. Okay.
Look, there's our P hat value, or
The confidence interval is negative 0.123 for the lower bound, and the upper bound is 0.185. So that would be B, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yay! So with alpha equal to 0.05, what decision do you make?
The P value is 0.693, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we failed to reject.
Greater than, so we failed to reject the null, which is C.
D.
So that means there is insufficient evidence to suggest that the true proportion of females who can taste PTC is different from the true proportion of males who can taste PTC, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be as in boy.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right. So for questions 9 through 17, what?
It's okay. It's okay. We have Excel.
We got it.
We need a T-shirt that says that.
Good, we should have a T-shirt made. We have Excel.
What is that? Like, keep on, Excel on, or something. Okay.
For questions 9 through 17, we will review the mortality rates and day of admission heart attack study with different data.
This one freaks me out.
Yeah, these are big numbers. Out of the 118,519 who had a heart attack during a weekday, 16,713 had died. Out of 42,447 that had a heart attack on the weekend, 6,155 had died. Let P1 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekday who died. So P1 is weekday, and P2, let P2 be the proportion of patients who had a heart attack and were admitted on a weekend who died. The research question for this study is given here. Is the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die less than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekend who die? Boy, that's a mouthful. Use a significance level of alpha equals 0.05. The conditions for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied. Okay, so we plug in the numbers. And X1 is 16,713, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
N1 is
118, 519.
19, okay. X2,
6155.
thank you. And N2 is
42447.
awesome. And confidence level is 0.95, and type of test is P1 is less than, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our requirements are all over 10. So the conditions for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied would be true.
Mm-hmm.
Which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question? So the null is P1 equals P2, and the alternative is P1 is less than P2, so it would be A, correct?
Yes.
All right. Find P1, round to 3 decimals. P hat 1. So
Zero.
it's right there.
Right there.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Excel is a wonderful thing.
Yes. 0.145.
And 0.115. The z-score is a negative 2.020. Given, so number 14, given the z-score from question 13, which would you shade, the left or the right of the z-score for the p-value? It'd be to the left, correct?
Yes.
Yes, because we're doing less than. All right, what is the p-value for this test? Is 0.022, correct?
Divided by 2.
Do we have to do that with these?
I think so, yeah. Julia?
I would think so.
No, because it's less than.
I think you would.
It's a one-tailed test, so well.
Wait, okay, if we change that to, if we change it to not equal, does it change it? Like, look, if we change it to it doesn't equal, oh, you're right, we don't have to divide it because it does it for us.
It's doing it for us.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. 0.022.
I'm not used to that.
I know, it's such a fabulous tool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the p-value at 0.022 is less than 0.05, so we reject the null, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die is less than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die, correct?
Yes.
So that would be A.
Yeah, looks like A. We ready?
13 was negative, right?
What?
Yeah, negative 2.020.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
So what's the difference between A and C
On 17?
on 17? Oh,
Because it says who died is the
math.
same. Yes, yeah.
And we want to restate the alternative
Mm-hmm.
when we reject. So we're good. It's A.
Okay.
All right, let's hit submit.
Okay.
100%.
Yay!
Woo!
Woo.
All right. You guys
Okay.
are amazing.
Oh yeah, you have to call us back, huh?
So yeah, I will.
Oh, that's right.
I will start another hangout, and then we'll do number 19.
Sweet.
All right. See you in a minute.
In a minute.